Hello, Ben here, amateur radio call sign M7FRS, and the Baofeng UV-K6 has just arrived with me, but is it another clone of the very popular Quansheng UV-K5 and similar models? So to look at then, comparing the Baofeng UV-K6 with the Quansheng UV-K6, they do look very similar. Obviously they have the exact same model number, which I find a little bit strange, but there are a few differences, and no, they are not the same radio. They won't do the same thing, although like I say, they are incredibly similar by no coincidence, presumably. If we look at the tops of the radios, you'll see that they do look almost identical on the top there. Antenna position, the light position, and the rotary knobs are identical. I think there is a slight difference between the plastic on the Baofeng one. The orange is slightly brighter, but that could just be a different batch. But yeah, they are very slightly different design inside. But they're definitely not the same radio, although to look at they are very similar. I say the top's the same, your PTT is in the same position with your buttons 1 and 2 below that, and then the button layout on the front is also very similar, but the allocations are different. So you've got your menu button on the Quansheng, whereas you've got your VFO and channel button on the Baofeng. Up and down on the Quansheng, A and B for top and bottom VFOs on the Baofeng, and then this little button here, which I'll come on to shortly. I wasn't too sure what that was, but we've sussed it out now, and that's quite an interesting little feature. And then the exit button, top left of the alphanumeric keypad on the Quansheng, and obviously you've only got 3 rows of numbers on this one, which suggests it's not the same PCB inside these, because the Baofeng, you've got 4 rows of alphanumeric display, so your up and down buttons are on there as well. So you've actually got more buttons on the Baofeng than you have on the Quansheng there. So let's pull it apart then and just check to see that they're not the same PCBs inside these. So you can hopefully see quite clearly then that this one's the Quansheng and this one's the Baofeng, and they are totally different radios inside. So although they look cosmetically very similar, the answer is no, this isn't a clone of the original Quansheng. So obviously they're not the same radio then, but there's still some cool features on the Baofeng UV-K6. Frequency range wise, it's not as good as the Quansheng, and like I say, it doesn't appear to be as modifiable as the Quansheng, but still ranges on FM broadcast from 76 to 108 megahertz. It also does airband from 108 to 136 megahertz AM. And on VHF, it will receive and transmit from 136 to 174 megahertz, as well as 220 to 260 megahertz. So it does that 1.25 meter band. And on UHF, it will transmit and receive from 400 to 520 megahertz, with a receive range from 350 to 390 as well. Like I said, it also shares a few features that the Quansheng has as well, and one touch of this button here below the AB button there, if I press and hold that, it will go into your frequency search. So if I key up on the Quansheng, Mike 7 Foxtrot Romeo Sierra test only, there you go. So I transmitted on 70 SEMS, and the radio has found the frequency that I transmitted on. So I know you can do that on the Quansheng, but you can also do that on the Baofeng as well. So I'm not going to go through all the menus on this, but we'll save that for another video. But another cool feature that I found in the menu, we press menu, you can scroll up, and it's a nice menu on this. It's nice and easy to understand. And something else that I know people quite like on the Quansheng is the ability to reverse the screen. So I did find that in there somewhere. Oh, that's another one as well. Menu hang time. We don't see that on many other radios. So you can set the menu to hang. So I've set it for 30 seconds, because I always find that when they're on about 5 or 6 seconds, the menu just goes back before you've had a chance to do anything. So as you can see at the moment, it's got a long hang time on the menu there, so that's a handy feature. But what else was on there? But this was the one I was looking for. It's the LCD, and we can go menu and then reflex, and then there you go. So you've got your black backlight on the LCD display there. For some people like the reversed LCD display there, or you can change it back to normal. It's also got a stopwatch on there as well, so why you'd want to use a stopwatch I don't know, but if you do, then there you go, you've got a stopwatch. How do we stop start that? I think it's menu button. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you need a stopwatch on your radio, you've got one now. So another little added bonus on the Baofeng over the Quansheng is that if we take a look at the batteries, again, they're not interchangeable, they are different. You'll see that the Baofeng has got the USB-C charging port on there, which you don't have on the Quansheng there. So although it does come with a drop-in desk charger, I probably won't use that. We'll just use a USB-C to charge. So that's the Baofeng UV-K6, and I'll leave a link in the description down below as to where you can purchase that from. Obviously not to be confused with the very popular Quansheng UV-K6 or UV-K5, K58 or any other similar variant. So anyway, as always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and then we'll see you in the next one. 7-3.